A todos, bienvenidos a Town Gameplay, vuestro canal de... Y... bienvenidos a un nuevo vídeo en el canal. Hoy os traigo un juego que acaba de salir en consolas hoy mismo, Saint Cotard. Lo tenéis para PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series y también para Xbox One. Y es un juego survival horror que la verdad tiene muy buena pinta. Vamos a estar jugando bastante rato en el día de hoy. Y si os gusta, pues lo continuaremos, por supuesto. Os dejaré en la descripción los enlaces por si queréis encontrarlo para comprarlo. Vamos a comenzar la partida. Chicos, quien quiera apoyarlo un poquito más, botón de me gusta, comentar lo que os ha parecido y suscribiros para más de diversión. La bruja. Lo digo en el juego. Mover cursor, vale, ok. Vamos a darle aquí. A ver, ¿qué podemos hacer? Ah, que nos podemos mover. Está súper oscuro, pero súper oscuro, chicos. Por aquí hay algo, mesita de noche. Hay que encender la luz o... hay cerillas, vale. Caja de cerillas. Iluminemos la habitación. Benedict, ¿dónde estás? Pone pantalla completa, chicos, para leerlo todo bien. Uy. Ostras. Ok, vale. Cerillas. ¿Dónde las puedo usar? La Dios, es que eso se ve casi nada, está muy oscuro. Un segundo. Ah, vale, había que examinar la caja de cerillas. Perfecto. La vela. ¿Dónde está la vela? Aquí. Venga. He subido el brillo al juego para que sea un poco mejor. ¿Qué leñes? ¿Qué es eso? ¡La bruja! ¡Es la bruja! Oh my gatito. Hay que escapar de aquí, chicos. Corriendo hacia la escalera, vamos. Soy yo, dice. ¿Qué? ¿Su hermana?
How many times do I have to tell you? Witches don't exist, and it's just the two of us here.
Victoria, ¿cuántas veces tengo que decirte ahora? ¿Por qué estás aquí?
Why are you here? I heard Father talking to himself before going to get you in your room, so I ran here and hid. But why? You know he's going to be very angry at you.
Pero está rara, ¿no? Como si estuviese, no sé, muerta.
And when I promise something, you never break a promise. I know. I'm glad you were here.
El papá ha mencionado algo de un funeral. Así que era el funeral de ella, no creo, ¿no? No consigo olvidar la cara tan pálida de nuestra tía. Ah, vale, es la tía la que ha muerto.
Me neither. She looks so different. Her head was so bloated and pallid, and her eyes and hair so dark. The curse did that to her.
La maldición.
Don't be ridiculous. She's at peace now. That's all that matters. I hope she is.
Madre mía, un poco traumatizante un funeral a estas edades. ¿No es verdad? Padre nunca nos mentiría.
About what now? About the witch that cursed our bloodline. He's just trying to scare us with stories so we don't do anything wrong. And today you did wrong. So he punished you by locking you down here in the dark.
Ja, lo encerró aquí en la oscuridad.
What did I do? I still don't understand. You talked to that tall boy. Don't you remember? We are not allowed to talk to other people anymore.
¿Y qué hace ella aquí también? No puede estar viva, no sé.
It meant we must avoid adults. How am I supposed to make friends then? Mother said we have each other and God. She's right. I don't think we need anyone else.
Miranda was once such a beautiful woman, full of life, the perfect creation of God. But her
Ostras.
fate was nothing more than a Sunday
Ha llegado el papá, ¿no?
and the witch's curse just a fairy tale story. Evil is everywhere, my dear children. It is hiding in the shadows of this world. It takes form of animals, and it possesses people.
Father, please forgive.
Ah,
You should look up to your sister. Unlike you, she values God and this family.
It's my fault he went to talk to that boy. I ignored him because I was looking into the coffin and I lost sense of time.
a los
Learn
dos.
to be alone with God. You must learn. You all must learn what true faith is.
El papá. Bastante agresivo.
I beg you, don't hurt him anymore.
Ostras, era un sueño de cuando era niño, él.
It was just a dream. I often think about that peculiar day.
Uf,
But I've never relived it so vividly. Why now? Why in this place? I need my glasses. Can
mira
you
cómo
think
vemos sin
now?
gafas, no se ve muy bien. Vale, vamos a ponernos las gafas, si las encontramos, claro. A ver. Pasaporte.
Here they
Ahí
are.
están.
Fallen to the floor, but still intact. Think
Ah, sí.
I don't remember going to sleep at all. We came in, and then
Vale.
we came in. Victoria and Nikolai went upstairs to prepare for the castle, and then nothing. I must have fainted.
Están investigando.
I have to talk to Victoria at once.
Vale, vamos a investigar un poquito la casa.
This woman eerily reminds me of Victoria in her younger days.
Un farol.
I checked it last night. It's useless. There's not enough
No
oil.
tiene aceite. Ok. Hablar con Victoria sería la tarea. Tenemos un mapa. Mapa del pueblo. No lo tengo en este momento. Ok. Yo antes de ir con Victoria vamos a ver un poquito toda esta habitación.
Is this meant to represent a basin? Like at the entrance of a church? This is blasphemy.
Ostras.
That's not holy water for sure. It has a weird smell. Looks disgusting. I'm staying away from it.
Vale, un líquido extraño. Lo que parecía ser agua bendita, pero no es. Al menos ya no lo es.
A cold black fireplace that hasn't been used in ages. The same feeling I'm getting from the rest of the house.
Sí, está como muy abandonada. Bueno, vamos a subir. El exterior, a ver el exterior. Corre, corre.
Those tall, dark trees strike me with dread, even in daylight. It seems like I'm not the only one to have that feeling. The path ends abruptly right at the entrance of the forest.
Vamos al piso de arriba, a ver qué ha pasado, porque es raro que él se haya despertado solo, aquí abajo. Hay caras en la pared. Hello, Nikolai.
Nikolai?
Yes, Benedict?
Y Victoria.
Victoria.
I don't know.
¿Tienes idea de por qué Victoria alquiló esta lúgubre casa?
Do you have the slightest idea why Victoria rented this dreary house?
I don't even know how she found it.
Looks like the owner is some kind of artist. Or is at least convinced to be. Very morbid taste. Strange figure.
Está muy chulo los escenarios.
I've never seen so many masks in my life, especially not placed on walls.
Qué cuadro más raro.
That's a strange painting.
It is. Take a better look at it and tell me what you see.
Why?
Please, do as I say. I'll get to the point.
Dice que lo miremos más de cerca. La boca.
Snake-like mouth implies a man who cannot be trusted, at the very least.
Los ojos.
Green eyes at the edge of a wicked soul.
Sí, tiene cara de malo, sí. Sombra.
It is not a mere shadow. It's a symbol of darkness, of evilness devouring this lost man.
Ok. ¿Qué más? Ya está, ¿no? Le he echado un vistazo más de cerca al cuadro.
I've taken a closer look at the painting.
You don't recognize this man?
I've never seen him before.
And nothing happened to you by looking at him?
Why would anything happen to me?
Last night, after your sister and I came upstairs, she was getting ready for the castle, and I was standing right here, and I wonder, yesterday when we boarded the train, was anyone else in our cabin?
Solo estábamos nosotros tres.
Just the three of us.
But once the train left Budapest, wasn't there a man who came in?
By placing the sign, "Do Not Disturb" on our doorknob, I made sure this wouldn't happen. The only time that door opened was when the conductor peered in to tell us we have arrived at our destination.
No me has respondido porque iba a pasarme algo. ¿Qué es lo que pasa con este cuadro?
You haven't answered. Why would anything happen to me? What's wrong with this painting?
I don't know yet. Please, just follow me as I go over yesterday's events. I'll get to the point. And when we left the train station, no one was following us? Didn't Victoria notice him?
Notice whom? Your dear wife was over the moon to have finally arrived at Sveti Kotar. She couldn't stop talking about the place, but said nothing about anyone following us.
Right. And on
Es
our
su
way to the
esposa.
house, we stopped at the square. There was a strange ritual taking place, with a gigantic effigy. What was it like?
And what about the mass of hooded people that gathered there? It was a dreadful scene.
I remember the goosebumps.
Habían encapuchados.
Pray as one voice, though.
Let me tell you what happened after that.
Encontramos el camino que nos llevó a esta casa. ¿Qué ocurrió cuando llamó Victoria?
The path which led us to this house. What happened when Victoria knocked?
Well, we realized the door was actually ajar.
And the owner wasn't here. Just silence. Dead awful silence. It gave me chills.
¿Qué hicisteis tú y tu mujer cuando entramos en esta casa?
Once we entered the house, what did you and your wife do?
I said it before. We went upstairs to prepare for the castle exhibition.
Leaving me to wander alone downstairs in complete darkness. You found nothing odd about the house being empty and unlocked?
I did, but Victoria said it's nothing to worry about. So I just followed her.
¿No fuimos al castillo?
We never went to the castle?
You don't remember?
No. Lo último que recuerdo es estar buscando una luz y después nada más.
Last thing I remember is searching for a light. And then nothing.
What do you mean?
I mean, everything after was only a dream. But I don't even remember going to sleep.
Victoria me arrastró a este pueblo para que fuese a ese espectáculo de poca monta del castillo.
Victoria dragged me into this town to make me attend that hiddling exhibition in the castle. We never went there, did we? Which means I left the monastery only to spend a horrible night in this house.
We both fell into an inexplicable void.
Sí.
Something is terribly wrong here.
Dime qué ocurrió anoche, qué es lo que pasa con este cuadro y dónde está
Tell
Victoria.
me what happened last night. What's wrong with this painting? And where's Victoria?
I'm afraid I don't have the answers. What happened is that while I was waiting for her to get ready, my attention was drawn by this painting. Next moment, I was seeing myself relive yesterday's events. With
Wow.
one difference. The man in the painting was there the whole time.
The whole time.
He was in our cabin, and he was that gigantic effigy the inhabitants set on fire. Shortly afterwards, he emerged from the crowd in human form again, unchanged, and then led us towards the house. Once we got here, he jumped on my back and asked me to carry him upstairs. I was happy. I felt like a father carrying his own child.
Carrying this being on your back must have some weird symbolic meaning.
He was holding so tightly that I could feel
Oof.
his long and sharp fingernails
Qué miedo, ¿no? El tío ese.
After we finally got upstairs, I was so upset and in pain that I had to throw him off. I quickly turned around to reprimand him and instead saw a human-sized crow.
Wow.
With no eyes and a blood-stained beak. It croaked and then soared inside the painting. I wanted to run off, but couldn't. I was in shock, too terrified. That was the moment I woke on the bed, fully dressed.
Vale, a ambos les ha pasado algo raro. Y Victoria ha desaparecido. ¿Por qué me hiciste todas esas preguntas tan raras sobre ayer?
Why did you ask me all those strange questions about yesterday?
I had to separate the dream from the real, as the dream was startlingly real.
Startlingly real, just like my own dream.
Sí. Deberíamos irnos de una vez de esta casa maldita.
We should leave this accursed house at once.
After I woke, I noticed Victoria didn't even sleep on this bed. So I went downstairs to check if she was there, perhaps. I found only you, still asleep on the couch, and the door locked. That's when I started to think.
We have to force our way out of here because we don't have the key.
We are guests in this house. And needless to say, men of God. We must leave without doing any damage. I've already searched this floor for a key and tried to open the balcony door, but it's locked.
Uf, para irnos de aquí va a costar.
What about the windows?
Strangely enough, or maybe for a good reason, there
No se pueden abrir.
prevents them from being opened. Stay here and give it a second look. Whatever you can find that could help us. I'm going downstairs to check. Force should be our last resort to leave. Or maybe we get lucky and Victoria comes back in the meantime.
Let's hurry up then.
Vale, estamos atrapados en la casa, ¿eh? Ha desaparecido Victoria. Parece que no vamos a querer salir de forma agresiva.
Don't look at the man in the painting.
¿El cuadro lo ha quitado?
We don't want to risk anything.
No sé si lo ha bajado o lo ha quitado. Ha dado la vuelta. Cuando ves la pantalla de los datos de los personajes jugables, podrás cambiar de uno al otro, ¿vale? Puedo irme con él, por ejemplo. Investigar la parte de abajo. Listo. A ver qué ve él. Igual él ve cosas distintas. Uy, es el cuadro con se parece a Victoria. Pues no, que está. No estará ahí.
I didn't notice this painting in the dark last night. I don't like the look of this woman. It's driving me mad.
Le da miedo también.
I don't need that. My eyes fare better in the dark.
Ah, vaya. Intentamos abrir.
It's locked.
Vale. La chimenea, a ver si es una buena opción. Lo dudo.
A cold breeze is caressing my face. It's soothing. I could stay here forever.
Le gusta la sensación. Exterior.
The sun is setting. Darkness
¿En serio?
upon us.
Pensaba que estaba amaneciendo y está atardeciendo. Hay un busto. Veamos si en el busto encontramos algo.
Strange piece of art, I must say.
No puedo examinarla, ¿no? Vale, de momento a ver qué dice de la pileta él. Pero no hay mucho más. ¡Oh! Hay algo, ahí hay una llave.
Doesn't look inviting.
Sí.
But I think I see
Y
something.
esto es como sangre ahora. Ok. Vale, hemos vuelto con él. Así que supongo que ya hemos terminado con su compañero. Cortinas, a ver si puedo abrirlas.
I need light.
Perfecto. No voy a ver el cuadro, tengo un poco de miedo. La cama.
A yellow blanket, wrinkled only on one side of the bed.
Solo por un lado. Ok. A ver el cuenco este.
A giant bowl made out of clay, filled with what seems to be
Aceite. Ah, podría ser el aceite del
It's a giant tree
del farolillo.
with dozens of corpses hanging from its branches and skulls that feed its roots.
Qué miedo. Ese árbol ahí pintado.
All I see here is a lonely coat rack.
Una percha. ¿La puedo agarrar?
Find a civilized way to get out of here soon. This rack could come in handy to do it.
Me la llevo. ¿Me la puedo llevar? No.
If we don't,
Vale. Aún no. Pero parece interesante. Por si tuviésemos que salir de otra manera. A ver, ¿qué tenemos por aquí? Libros.
Codex Niva, Heart of Pagubitze, and Dino Tominic. I've never heard of these works.
Ok. No puedo mirar nada. Aquí va a tocar mirar el cuadro, ¿eh? Ya sería bajar la percha. Los libros que no me sirven de mucho. Y volver a ver el cuadro, a ver. Hay un texto.
In an ancient alphabet which I don't understand. Could
A
this be
saber.
the name of the man on the painting?
Tenemos un nombre detrás del cuadro. Voy a bajar. A ver si con lo de la llave podemos hacer algo.
I should stay on this floor
Ah, no.
to find a way out of here.
Pues no hay que bajar todavía. Pues a ver. Tengo el
It's a
pasaporte,
personal document that allows me to cross borders.
un
It's
rosario
the darkness and keeps its fiends away from me. I
y
still
la
remember
Biblia.
my father's exact words.
Ay, perdón.
I still remember my father's exact words. This Bible is part of your body now. At all costs, you must keep it until death comes.
Sí, no me deja todavía. A ver. Quiero desesperadamente marcharme de esta casa maldita, pero tengo que recordar que soy un hombre de Dios, no un salvaje. Debo encontrar la forma de hacerlo sin dañar nada. ¿Esto qué? Algo que podemos guardar. Pues mi duda está aquí, sobre todo en el cuadro. Quizá podría usar
Going to
alguno de los objetos. Ay.
I have no faith in the outcome.
Menos.
Could this be the name?
Quizá pueda utilizar el rosario. ¿Eso para abrir esta puerta? No.
I'm pretty sure it's not locked, but rather just stuck.
Está atascada.
Cross, because both sides of the door are heavily grimed from the outside.
Es que claro, el único objeto que hay aquí es la percha. Y no quiere agarrarla todavía.
If we don't find a civilized way to get out of
¿Puedo utilizar el rosario con el árbol?
That's a strange notion.
Vale. También me lo parecía un poco extraña. No sé qué puedo hacer con él,
Wrinkled only on one.
Es que a ver, tengo un rosario, tampoco tengo nada más. No sé que puedo usar la Biblia.
I have no faith in the outcome.
Curioso. Vamos a probar a usar la Biblia o algo de esto para el texto. O el rosario.
I dare not.
No. La Biblia a lo mejor nos ayuda.
If I didn't come here, thoughts like this would never cross my mind.
Jolín.
If I didn't come here,
Es que no hay mucho más aquí, ¿eh? Me estoy dejando algo, chicos.
it's written in an ancient alphabet which I don't understand. Could this be the name of the man on the...
Tenemos la puerta, no puedo abrirla, aunque está atascada. Tenemos la percha que no me deja llevármela porque piensa que todavía no es algo esencial, que podemos salir de otra forma. Tenemos los libros que tampoco me sirven de mucho y todo lo que hay aquí, ¿eh? En este lado no puedo interactuar, ¿vale? No hay nada. Así que hay que seguir investigando hasta encontrar algo interesante. Algún tipo de objeto para abrir la puerta. Porque no me deja bajar. Vale, chicos, aquí abajo hay algo. Puerta subterránea. Eso no lo he visto.
like mud? It has a sickly odor. How did it end up on a balcony? If I could push it back with a stick or something similar.
Vale, ahora sí que pide la percha. Necesitamos la percha para poder abrir eso. Lo va a usar.
Forgive me, God, but I must take this. I think it'll fit perfectly under the balcony door.
Bueno, no hay otra opción, chicos. Necesitamos esa percha. Percha con la puerta.
I struggle to find a reason.
Lo he apuntado mal. Es abajo. Ahí sí.
I was right. It fits perfectly.
Ok. Vamos a poder abrir.
Looks like there's mud on the outside. That should be enough to open the door.
A ver.
My God. Nikolai, come upstairs quickly. You must see this.
Coming!
¿Qué he encontrado?
Come closer. Take a look at this.
Acércate y mira esto. A ver. Y sus... Masa extraña, cabeza de cuervo, percha, cabeza de cuervo.
Exactly the same to me. But this
Es el
one
cuervo
says
sin ojos,
eyes.
como el que vio.
Just like the one in the dream.
A rotten wooden stick. I don't need it.
Masa extraña.
This. It looks like a mixture of earth, blood.
Flesh.
Yuj. Marcas.
These marks on the door? They were unnoticeable with the door closed.
I don't think these are just random marks. It's a symbol. And it looks like it was made by sharp fingernails.
Oh my god.
You understand now why I wanted to leave the moment I saw this house?
Calm down, Benedict.
I am calm, but we both don't remember what happened here, and we both had horrible dreams. And now this. Can you still smell that sickly odor? Don't you see the connection with your dream?
¿Y si siguen soñando de alguna manera? Quizá abrí la puerta anoche y vi la cabeza del cuervo. Podría ser la razón por la que tuve ese sueño.
Maybe I opened the door last night and saw the crow's head. It could be the reason why I had that dream.
Doubtful. Something else is at work here. The crow looks like it's been recently decapitated, and the mud is still wet. Don't you wonder who did this? And why?
I can't think clearly in here.
Encuentro una llave dentro de la pileta.
I found a key inside the stoop.
The key to the entrance door? Inside the stoop?
No estaba antes, ¿eh?
Haven't tried it yet.
At least I won't have to walk over the devilry on the balcony, and risk an injury by jumping below.
You think Victoria could be responsible?
If it wasn't you, or even me, who else could have done it? The man from the painting?
I knew it. Come on. You really think she's capable of such a thing? What's the matter with you?
She may be my sister, but I don't know her anymore. I do know
Se ve que Victoria se ha vuelto un poco loca, ¿eh?
Things she
Cosas que ella no entiende.
things no one should understand. The symbol, the decapitated head, blood and flesh.
You mean with occultism?
Witchcraft, I believe. She's playing the role of a witch to play with me, unaware of the consequences that will inevitably come.
My wife is not a saint, but to think she's practicing demonic things is insane.
¿Qué es que hizo que nos olvidásemos de lo que ocurrió anoche y que soñásemos esas cosas?
You think she made us forget last night and influenced our dreams?
No, but she's the one who picked this house. Not you, and certainly not me. That was a deliberate choice with a plan.
And what would that plan be?
I think the castle exhibition was just a lure. Her real intention was to drag me into this town to play with my beliefs and fears.
You really don't
Ostras.
know her anymore. What happened between the two of you? She doesn't want to tell me.
She became the same person our aunt was. Godless and incredulous about our father's words. Hopefully he's at a place where he found peace. Unaware of my sister's thoughts and acts.
La llave que encontramos abajo es probablemente la llave de la puerta principal.
Downstairs is probably the key of the main door.
You already revealed your suspicion about the key. Why are you mentioning it again?
If the key is here, where is Victoria?
I don't know and I don't care. She could have locked the door from the inside, left the key, and then jumped from the balcony.
That's my point. It doesn't make any sense. Why would she do that?
I think she found
Sí, es raro.
because no footprints are visible on the mud outside. She didn't jump from the balcony.
Something else must have happened. Let's go outside and make a plan to find Victoria. Our minds are being suffocated in here.
No, I've had enough of talking, and I don't intend to search for her. I'm leaving this town at once.
No puedes irte así si es tu hermana, por el amor de
Can't
Dios.
just leave. She's your sister, for God's sake?
She stopped being that a long time ago. Just look around and think about everything we discussed today.
I'll say it again. Something else must have happened. There must be a logical explanation to all of this.
¿Por qué accediste a venir?
Why did you even agree to come here?
Obviously, I wanted to see and feel what it looks like in hell.
I'm not in the mood for jokes. Why? She mentioned she had to talk to your superior in the monastery.
And what else could she do? After I declined, the only way to have it her way was to persuade Father Imre. He must have given her his blessings only because of the assignment he had for me. Talk to the local priest about the town. See, there's nothing in the official Vatican archives about Sveti Kotar. And after coming here, I think I know why. Can we go downstairs now? I have a train to catch, and I need to find that priest before then.
I'll accompany you, my brother. It's a small town. We should be able to find Victoria along our way.
Bueno, pues aquí ha pasado algo interesante y es que, a ver, tenemos a Victoria, que es la personaje ahora mismo más importante, la chica que hemos visto en el sueño, es la hermana de este de aquí y es la esposa de este de aquí. Entonces ellos tampoco es como que se conocen, son cuñados, pero tampoco son muy cercanos. Su hermano cree fervientemente esta carta de que ella hace todo esto para molestarlo a él y por supuesto su marido cree que ha pasado algo raro. Esperemos que sí. Vamos a ver si es la llave de la puerta principal.
Before we step outside,
sí.
You have to promise that once we find your sister, you'll talk to her. There must be no arguments or secrets in this family.
Why do I have a feeling you are not leaving with me?
¿No puedes repensártelo?
Can't you reevaluate your decision?
I'm leaving, Nikolai.
Nunca planeamos irnos al día siguiente, ¿no te lo dijo? Alquilamos esta casa por 3 noches.
We never planned to leave the next day. Didn't she tell you? This house was rented for 3 nights.
She did not. So much about having no secrets between us. Please,
no se lo contó.
Leave me alone.
Bueno. Está decidido a marcharse ya. Uy.
Good day, gentlemen.
Good day, sir.
My name is Martin Mostov. I am a detective in the service of the town of Sveti Kotar.
Uy, qué cabeza tiene. ¿Cómo podemos ayudarle?
How can we help?
Is there anyone else inside the house?
No one. It's just me and him. Why?
Where's the woman?
The house is empty. What's going on?
We came here looking for a woman, only to find 2 scared men.
¿Quién es el hombre que la acompaña?
And who's the man in your company?
Dr. Eric Hatur.
Doctor? Mr. Hatur, is somebody hurt?
Dr. Hatur is the warden of the asylum. He helps the local police force with his knowledge of the mind.
Not a man of words, Dr. Hatur.
He prefers to keep quiet, just like your friend here.
Are you looking for the owner of the house? Because we don't know where she is.
Hand the key of the house to Mr. Hatur.
Why?
Just do as I say.
Que le demos la llave. Pues nada, toma.
I'm sorry.
What?
Did you say something?
I heard nothing.
Are we free to go now, Martin?
No. You both have to follow me.
Why?
Sí, a mí también me gustaría saberlo. ¿Por qué tenemos que seguirle?
Yes, I'd like to know as well. Why do we have to follow you?
Orders from above.
How can we trust you to be what you say you are?
Es policía, ¿no?
What's with the face? You never seen a photo of a man with an intact head? It was taken before the incident.
Le pasó algo, ¿eh? Tenía la cabeza normal. ¿A dónde nos lleva?
Where are you taking us?
Down to the police station, where everything will be explained to you.
What prevents you from discussing the matter right here and now?
I'm not in the position to do that. There's a hierarchy I have to respect.
¿Quién es la mujer a la que
Who is
busca?
the woman that you seek?
The woman's name is,
Victoria.
What for? Why do you need her?
Sir, everything will be explained to you in the station. Now, if you don't mind, please follow me.
Whatever harrowed you through last night, it'll be nothing compared to what will happen if you do not obey.
Wow, qué voz tiene este, el Hathor. ¿Qué dices, Benedetto? Hacer lo que te piden, empujar a Hathor. Hay que decidir. Hemos venido a jugar, así que vamos a empujar a
I
Hathor.
obey no one.
Toma.
Where's my wife? What happened to her?
Madre mía, madre
Something
mía.
about last night, don't you?
We don't know.
Tenemos una pelea. Era una decisión correcta, pues acabaremos en la comisaría, supongo.
Calm down.
Bastón de Hathor. ¡Hala, hala, hala! ¡Qué paliza! ¡Uf!
I'm calm.
You shattered my walking stick. I'll make sure you don't forget your stay in Svetiko.
Un poquito de acción, claro que sí.
Them away.
Yes, Mr. Warden.
¡Hala! Por las malas. Ah, el sitio es impresionante, ¿eh? Lo sabía, no se van a encerrar. Bueno, había que intentarlo. Espejo negro.
I guess one could get lost by looking at this mirror for too long. It's so dark that I can't see my own reflection.
Eso será para que te miren a ti, ¿no? ¿Hay alguien al otro
Anyone
lado?
on the other side? I have a train to catch.
¿Por qué ese me tiene aquí como un pecador
Why am
cualquiera?
I being held here like some kind of sinner? Can someone tell me what this is about? I think I heard someone. I did nothing wrong, and you have no authority over me. Let me go.
Place all your belongings inside the box. Push it back into the wall once you're done. Don't try
Es
to
Hathor, ¿no?
us. We'll know.
Vale, todas nuestras pertenencias, la Biblia.
I'm not giving my Bible to anyone,
Oh.
even at the cost of being tortured and executed.
Vale, no, la Biblia no la quiere dar, el rosario. Ay. El rosario. El pasaporte. Pero la Biblia no.
I trust you for now, but at the end of the process, you'll be searched thoroughly.
Hombre, un hombre con una Biblia es muy peligroso.
Priest. Now, please step into the lights
A
and
ver.
we'll begin.
Bueno, que sea un problema grave.
Unlike your brother in the other world,
Uf, su hermano, pues el que la ha liado. Su cuñado.
Benedict. What a strange surname.
Dochnani,
Whom do you
Dochnani.
serve, Benedict Dochnani?
I serve only God.
We all do. But you serve him in a different way. Don't you, little priest?
I'm a monk among the ranks of the Pauline Order.
Monje.
Monkhood, a way of life in solitude and silence with God. Many believers say it's the only way to be near our Maker. What can you tell me about that brother of yours? Like Kali Akin.
Es
He is
diácono.
a deacon.
That's not what he said to us. Are you trying to lie to me? How could he serve God if he's married to your sister?
He abandoned the path to priesthood to marry her. Deacons are allowed to serve in both houses.
After such a horrible past, God had to make it up to him.
¿Qué quieres decir?
What do you mean?
His orphanage days. The mass grave they found at the orphanage.
What?
You must
¿Cómo?
have heard about the witch nun from Minsk.
La
Vaguely.
bruja.
I was very young back then.
Your brother was there. You saw all those decaying child corpses in the backyard. It's horrible just thinking about it.
I know nothing about him and his past.
I think you're just trying to protect him. It's useless. We'll find out everything we want to eventually.
It's the truth. I barely spoke a word to the man before coming here.
What an interesting family.
¿Qué hora es,
What
agente?
time is it, officer?
Time is not relevant in this moment of your life.
I'm under the jurisdiction of the Vatican. You have to let me go.
The church can do nothing for you here. You, like everyone else in this town, answer to me and our patron saint only.
Oh, secuestrados, ¿eh?
What brings the three of you to our little town? It's a long journey from Budapest.
Nos invitaron al espectáculo del castillo.
We were invited to attend the exhibition at the castle.
And who invited you?
nobody invited me. It was my sister who was invited and who made me come along.
You're lying to me. No strangers allowed to get into the castle. Invitations don't exist. Tell me the real reason.
I was dragged here by my sister. What does it matter after all? We never made it there.
Continue obscuring the truth, and you'll end up dragged into Akrizat for eternity. Nikolai is already doomed. He's a liar and a tyrant. If it wasn't for Mostov, God knows what he could have done to the Warden. But you, I feel you're different. You're not like him. We know your sister was at the castle last night.
Ah, ya sí que fue.
Multiple witnesses. Tell me everything I need to.
Están tocando. ¿Estás seguro de que Victoria estuvo en el castillo?
Are you sure that was Victoria at the castle? How was that possible? You said strangers are not welcome. Has anyone seen me or Nikolai there?
Tengo que confesar que ocurrió algo en la casa en la que pasamos la
I have
noche.
to confess that something happened in the house we spent the night in. I don't know what exactly, but it was Victoria. She did this to me.
Se ha ido, ¿no? Se han llamado a la puerta y dice que se ha marchado.
Officer, can you hear me?
Bueno, solamente está a la puerta.
Let me out!
Van a abrir.
Finally, am I free to leave now?
You both have to come with me again.
Ok. Nos tienen totalmente secuestrados,
Crosses.
Más allá del muro de las cruces, ¿sabes?
At last, the grandiose Church of Mary. After so many centuries, still here, still holding up against.
What are we
Voy, mi amor mío.
Talk about
Seguimos.
Now walk. The chief is expecting.
Bueno, al menos nos han sacado de la prisión, que ya es algo, chicos. Vamos a ver dónde nos llevan. Voy corriendo. Voy como asustado, Coche. A ver qué dice del coche.
Someone's in the driver's seat. He looks tense, wildly moving his hands and head as if threatened.
Hay alguien dentro del coche.
You made it past the wall of crosses. Through tall trees, unmarked paths, and unnatural, dreadful silence. Into the heart of darkness where you invited us to meet.
¿Quién los invita?
Invited you?
You have, with your deeds.
I don't understand.
¿Qué es este lugar? ¿Qué hacemos aquí?
What is this place? Why are we here?
This church was built with one purpose only. To repel evil from the Carcassa forest. It failed miserably, and was absorbed by darkness instead.
Chief, we'd appreciate it if you could tell us what's going on.
Words are unnecessary. Light always reveals. Lights on, officer. Now,
Toma.
take a good look.
Ostras, un rastro de sangre de arriba,
God.
Oh. Han enganchado a alguien ahí.
What? Tell us, why are we here?
Lights off! Ranko Merzel, the beloved mayor of Sveti Kotar, hanging out
Es el alcalde.
with the dreaded yellow mask. Underneath the mask, he has nothing left. His face ripped off. His eyes gouged out. His skull cut open, and parts of his brain eaten. All whilst alive, tortured cruelly by the moon ghouls, or those that want to become one. In the very end, his chest and abdomen were torn and his heart ripped out, to be devoured.
Wow. Su cuerpo sigue ahí arriba. ¿Cómo puedes saber todo eso?
His body is still up there. How could you possibly know all these things?
We don't have to pull him down to know what happened. We've seen this too many times in our lives.
Por bien. Qué capacidad de interpretación de lo que ha pasado. ¿Quiénes son los siervos de la luna?
Who are the moon ghouls?
Saborans is their name. Servants of the moon demons. Some people believe they're not humans, but rather evil entities that take human form. We don't know who they are, They're hiding in the shadows, impossible to find.
Esta es la escena de un crimen horrible, no deberíamos estar aquí.
This is a horrific crime scene. We shouldn't be here.
Is this the way you welcome strangers in your town?
We know the mayor was murdered by Nermin, a man who decided to worship the
Nermin.
The past teaches us we are unable to see the true soul of other people, no matter how close they are to us.
So you interrogate strangers and tell them of the existence of malicious beings, and in the end you show them their prey?
Muy raro, sí.
Nermin didn't feast on the mayor's corpse alone. There was someone else who joined the ritual.
El nombre de Nermin no nos dice nada.
Nermin doesn't mean anything to us.
We're here for the first time in our lives, Chief. What do you want from us?
Lies. All lies. Where's Victoria? Or should I call her Petra instead?
Petra.
What do you mean?
We know she used the name Petra when introducing herself around town.
Our mother's name.
We just don't know where she's hiding, and we need you to tell us.
Si no lo saben. No lo sabemos. Cuando nos despertamos ella ya no estaba en la
We don't
casa.
know. When we woke, she wasn't in the house.
It was our plan to go looking for her, but then your men intercepted us.
And you welcome them by pushing the warden to the ground.
We don't know where she is.
Eso fue culpa mía, el director. Porque iba a estar escondiéndose.
She's hiding.
Do not try to make a fool of me. She was seen pushing a man from the castle roof last night. And when we found his severed head, he wore a yellow mask. We know
¿Empujó a alguien?
her scratch pad was found up in the belfry.
Ella ayudó al tal Nermin.
If you want us to search for her, fine. Once we find her, she'll face the same fate as Nermin. They'll beg us to end their lives.
¿Por qué iba a ayudar a Nermin, un completo desconocido?
Nermin, a complete stranger to her.
The Saborans cult needed a witch among them. Morbidity and the occult fascinate her. She's your sister. You should know that.
This is insane. My wife would never do harm to anyone, let alone join a cannibal cult.
¿Quién era el hombre al que se supone que empujó?
We're still trying to fish his body parts from the chasm below the castle. Whoever he was, he's just one piece of the puzzle.
¿Por qué esa seguridad acerca de su culpabilidad? ¿Acaso se encontró alguna prueba?
Be so sure of her guilt. What proof do you have?
We found her belongings in the belfry, and her coat in the woods, not so far from here.
Coat? How do you know it's hers?
A coat, badly damaged, with blood stains. Her wallet and personal ID were inside.
La historia está increíble del juego.
Found something else.
Es como un libro.
An eviscerated fetus.
¿Mi hermana estaba embarazada?
Sister was pregnant?
She still is. Don't you understand what they're trying to do here?
Victoria sacrificed her unborn child.
¿En serio?
Demons.
Wow.
No. This is not possible. She would never.
We know she's
Terrible.
hiding somewhere, and we know you're lying, which makes you her and Nermin's accomplices. She even tried to make us believe she killed herself after the murders.
Yo, cómplice, me quedé dormido en el momento en que entramos en esa casa.
An accomplice? I fell asleep the moment we entered that house. I am a man of God. How dare you put such sin on my soul?
I've seen many people say or think they're God. That means nothing. Faith is more than mere words.
¿Por qué iba a intentar fingir su propia muerte?
She tried to fake her own death.
There was a suicide note in her coat. Many have taken their own lives in this forest. She thought she could trick us with a message of repentance. Pathetic. Clearly don't have any intention to help us. But we might have means to change her mind.
Bueno, están convencidos de que sabemos algo, que no tenemos ni idea de todas estas cosas.
Be lying. Is my wife really capable of committing such atrocities?
Look around. Can you smell death? Can you sense wickedness? Of course I believe that. This is a cursed land. And I don't know who you are, and I don't trust you. None of you. Take them away. Make them...
Gentlemen,
Complicado.
you know how this works. Follow me.
Why have we stopped, Detective?
Someone needs to help you out.
Oh, chulo el sitio.
Letting you go.
Oh, nos va a liberar. Ahora de repente quiere ayudarnos, ¿por qué?
All of a sudden, you want to help us? Why?
Your sister came here to join a madman? She chose this town to fulfill her occult desires? And you're helping her to hide. That's insane. Maybe she got kidnapped by Nermin and... I don't know. You must find her as quickly
Vale, él no se cree todo aquello. El jefe Norrin se pondrá furioso con usted.
Norton will be furious with you.
I never lied to him. Or at least it's what he thinks. He won't question my decision to let you leave. But you have to give me your word you won't leave town. We have your passports, but one can always find a way out if he wants to.
We promise.
I wouldn't question a word from two priests.
I promise.
Start your search with the warden.
El doctor Hathor.
Dr. Hathor?
I was with him last night before the incident at the castle. He was already looking for Victoria.
Before the incident? Are you sure?
My head injury sometimes makes me have memory lapses, but you don't have to question my intelligence.
I'm sorry, but I knew it. The moment I saw that man, I knew there was something creepy about him.
I don't know how, but he might be somehow connected with her disappearance.
El Hathor, ¿no? ¿Podemos encontrarlo en un psiquiátrico?
Could he be found at a mental hospital?
Oh no. You can't possibly get to the Marof Asylum. It's off limits for non-staff or non-inmates. The doctor resides at the only lodge in this town, the Goldine Lodge. That's where you should go first.
Where's this lodge located?
From here, go down towards the lake.
Hacia el
Once you
lago.
reach the shore, go left. You can't miss it.
¿Por qué se quedó en la casa mientras nos
Why did
interrogaban?
he stay at the house while we were being interrogated?
He wanted to make sure Victoria wasn't there. But to tell you the truth, I think he had other reasons. I'm not sure.
¿Qué hora
What
es?
time is it?
I don't know, but it's getting late and you should act.
Estoy preguntando qué hora es, ¿eh? Por el tren, supongo. Sí, sabía. ¿Podría devolverme mis cosas? Este se quiere ir, ¿eh?
That I cannot do. I'm sorry.
We have to go now.
A few words of advice before we part ways. There is a reason why this town looks desolate, even in broad daylight. Don't get yourself fooled by the lights you see here. This soil is cursed, and the air tainted with wickedness. I know you can sense it. It's the opposite of what you're used to. Be wary while wandering around. Under no circumstances you should go into the forest or onto the mountain. They are forbidden. Stick to the town. The moon ghouls are impossible to find, except for when it's too late for oneself. God bless you all. I hope you find salvation in spite of the horror all around you.
Bueno, pues una alma caritativa, al menos que nos ha liberado y nos permite pues buscar a Victoria.
I'm going to the lodge. You should go back to the house in case Victoria comes back.
Ya no reconozco a mi
I don't know
hermana.
my sister anymore. She became a person I've dreaded my whole life. She's a devil worshipper, a murderer, a person acting against God.
¿Quién es? ¿Cómo ha podido cambiar tanto?
How could she change so much?
Since when do you trust other people? They are lying, Benedict. Victoria is innocent.
Did she drag me here to sacrifice me? Like she did with her unborn child?
Jolín, se lo cree todo este, ¿eh?
Hey, she did not do that. Our child is not dead. The chief is lying. Before this journey, when was the last time you saw her?
Hace un par de
Years
años.
ago, I guess.
I see and talk to her every waking hour since we married. People don't change that much. She's a good person.
They don't change. They just strip the facade and show their true self.
Si están mintiendo, ¿cómo explicas que su cuaderno de notas estuviese en el campanario?
If they are lying, how do you explain her scratch pad in the belfry?
I don't know.
Y que supiese lo del bebé, ¿no? También es un poco raro. Y que hay de su abrigo, el hecho de que usara el nombre de mi madre para
What
presentarse.
about her coat? Or the fact that she used my mother's name to introduce herself?
We should ask if this is true. The only person she spoke to after arriving here is the lady from the souvenir shop over there.
No olvides que hay varios testigos que la vieron tirar a un hombre desde lo alto del
Don't
castillo.
forget, she was seen pushing a man from the castle's roof by multiple witnesses.
Maybe she was assaulted. We don't know who that man is. And what really happened last night. If we don't succeed in finding her soon, going to the castle is something we should consider. And this is partly on us. If we weren't so weak, we wouldn't have been drowned into a nightmarish cycle of dreams. Just look around you. It's already night, for God's sake.
Me he dado cuenta, eso significa que hemos dormido más de la mitad del día.
It means we slept for more than half a day.
Even when dead tired, one can never sleep that much. It's unnatural. The house definitely did this.
La casa maldita. Bueno, pueblo maldito.
We're weak.
La culpa es mía, fue idea suya hacerme venir aquí y eligió esa maldita
My
casa.
fault? It was her idea to make me come here, and she picked that damned house. How do you explain the balcony horror?
You're right. I'm sorry. I don't know how to explain many things. I'm just trying to find a meaning in all this madness. We should move, brother. She might already be back at the house. Or in danger at the hands of that warden.
No. I'm leaving.
Esto se va.
You what?
Que me voy, me vuelvo a
I'm leaving.
Budapest.
Going back to Budapest.
You won't make it past the border. You don't have your passport.
I'll be fine.
Dadas las circunstancias, el padre Imre entenderá por qué no hablé con el cura de Sveti Kotar.
Given the circumstances, Father Imre will understand why I didn't talk to the priest of Sveti Kotar.
But he will judge you if you leave your sister here.
No me importa Victoria ni en lo que sea que se haya
I
metido.
don't care about Victoria and what she got into.
No la quiere nada, ¿eh?
God will be her judge.
God will condemn you for leaving your sister to die here. Open your eyes! She's the only real family you have.
My family died the day my father left us.
If you leave, you will pursue your own selfish desires, not his will and words. She was accused wrongly. You need to stay here and help me find her in the name of faith.
¿Crees que habrá vuelto a casa? ¿O aquí podemos quedarnos o irnos? Uf. A ver, yo me quiero quedar, realmente.
You think she might be back at the house?
Could be. It's the only place where she knows we might be. Are you going to help me?
Iré hasta la casa y si ella está allí, me iré de inmediato. Esto es inútil, está muerta, irte. Yo voy a decidir quedarme, pero como veis en este juego se puede decidir también irte. Así que si lo jugáis, podéis decidir iros también.
I'm going to the house, and if she's there, I'm leaving at once.
You both wait on me, but stay out of the house and hide somewhere outside. The warden or the police might come back. I have the warden's walking stick.
Curioso esto de las decisiones, ¿eh?
Just what's left of it.
A lo mejor cambia totalmente la historia.
After falling on the ground, amongst all the chaos, he seemed very protective of it. Maybe now I have leverage over him. I'm going to the lodge. Be careful.
Bueno, pues la historia está impresionante, parece una auténtica película o un libro. Voy a dejar por aquí el vídeo, quería mostraros una hora de este Saint Cotard para recordaros que ya lo tenéis disponible en consolas para disfrutarlo. Y si os ha gustado y queréis ver más, tocad el like, comentad lo que os ha parecido y suscribiros para más terror y más diversión. Que os quiero mucho, un abrazo muy fuerte y vos sorpresa.
Y hasta la siguiente de Animatowners. Bye bye. Gusta.
Ya ponte cómodo que hoy hay terror y diversión. Animatowner eres tú, Animatowner de corazón. Terror y diversión para alegrar tu corazón, para quitar todas las nubes y dejarle sitio al sol. Que no, que no.